Hi everyone! I finally have the time to edit this video and post it. I hope you have been looking forward to this video. It's the step-by-step drawing tutorial for my drawing of Bloom in her Bloomix transformation. So I start by drawing the eyes first. I'm using a reference to draw this character because I don't know how to draw Bloom by heart, so I have to use a reference picture, and then based on the reference I start drawing from what I see. And usually I start by drawing the eyes. It's up to you though, if you want to start by drawing the face outline first, then draw the eyes and nose and mouth. That's fine as well, but sometimes I prefer drawing the eyes first. It's just a habit I have. So when you're drawing the eyes, you have to make sure that both eyes are on the same level. So you can do this by drawing a very light pale line underneath the eyes, a straight line, so that you know that both eyes have to be on the same, to fall on the same line. Because in this case the eyes are she's not looking like straight forward, her face is slightly turned to the side, so you have to use that line beneath the first eye to be able to judge where you should draw the second eye. And then once you have drawn both eyes, you can go ahead and position the nose. So basically this character has a very simple nose. It's basically just a small dot, so it's not difficult. And like I did, you can draw like a cross in between her eyes to place her nose. I'm making these these anchor marks to help you locate where each feature is supposed to be placed. But usually I don't put these marks. I just go and draw the features as I see them, as I see where they should be located and what looks more natural. Then I've drawn her lips, and her lips fall just like less than half a centimeter beneath her nose. So when you draw her lips, it's basically two like straight lines that you have to connect on both sides. And it's not difficult actually. Just have to be very observant of how her features are like, and break the drawing into small lines and shapes and connect them all to get the full picture. So now we have reached drawing. We are now drawing her. I'm now drawing her hairline, and she has quite a high forehead, and there's a bit of hair falling on the side of her face. So it's not an exact copy of Bloom. It's just my interpretation of what I see. So I'm drawing Bloom from what I see. So of course it's not going to be exactly the same because I'm not a photocopying machine. I'm just drawing from what I see. And most of the time I draw from what I see, because it helps me draw more accurately, I think. Because for example, if I'm drawing a human body, if I'm drawing it only by imagination, it's sometimes difficult to think how the hands, the head posture and body posture, the arms are supposed to look like. But if you use a reference, then you have a more concrete idea of what it's supposed to look like. So now I've already drawn her hair bangs, and I'm continuing to draw her hair. And sorry about that, there's I didn't realize there was something blocking the camera, so there's this dark spot at the top there, but I'm going to fix it in a few minutes, so I hope you don't mind. Because actually when I'm drawing, I can't see what I'm filming. I just check it from time to time to see if it's if the camera is fine, but I can't really see what is being filmed while I'm drawing, because I'm using my phone to film and I don't have like a separate screen where I can see what is being filmed. So Bloom's hair consists of several lines, and I use those lines to show that her hair has volume and shape. If not, it's just going to be a flat drawing. So you see that some of the lines are drawn closer to each other, while others are drawn further away from each other to show that there's more space in how her hair is tied up. I hope that you can also draw Bloom by watching me drawing her in this tutorial video. I'm not very good at explaining, so this is my first time actually talking that much on a video, and I hope that I can help you this way. Now I'm drawing the tiara she has on her forehead. Is that called a tiara? I think so. If it's not called a tiara, please correct me. It's basically some like there's a stone in the middle, and then there's some curved lines connected to that stone, and they reach up to her hairline, and it's not a difficult shape to draw actually. I'm drawing her neck. So her neck is very simple to draw. It's basically two short parallel lines, and then now I'm drawing her shoulder. You'll notice that her shoulders are not wide, so you just need to draw like short lines for her two shoulders, and then her body is very angular. So for her chest, just make sure that it is more or less symmetrical although her body is slightly slanted, so just try to make it symmetrical. And then she has a very tiny waist. And much wider hips. So I've drawn her hips quite wide because it's actually the shape of her skirt, and beneath her skirt I'm going to draw the outline for her legs. So these are her legs, and they are curved downwards. I'm actually only drawing like half her body up till her knees, so that's why you only see like up till her knees, but one of her legs is lifted up, so that leg I've drawn it fully. So it's important that you know how to judge proportions. For example, if her upper leg is that long, so her lower leg should be approximately the same, around the same length. But since it's an animation character, so you can exaggerate it a bit, but as long as it looks natural. Now I'm drawing her arms. It's just straight lines, and her hand is pointing upwards, so you have to draw her arm in like a 90 degrees angle. And she has like several bangles, so you just draw this like cylindrical shape around her wrist, so these will be her bangles. And then now I'm drawing her hands. So her hands are very thin, and since I'm looking at the reference, it's not difficult to draw her hands because I'm just drawing the lines and shapes I see. But yeah, if I had to draw this from on the top of my head, it would have been a bit more difficult. So try to make slightly curved lines instead of just like very straight lines for her fingers, because there has to be like a bit of thickness to her fingers, although they are very thin. And that's it. Her right hand is drawn. Now we move on to drawing her left arm. This arm is closer to her body, so it's also at a 90 degrees angle to her body. and part of it is hidden behind her hips. And on this side too, you have to draw that cylindrical shape too, which will be her bangles. You later on be drawing the more details for these bangles, but for now just draw them as a cylinder which is slightly wider than her wrist width, the width of her wrist. And this side, on this side too, we're drawing her left hand. So first draw like some kind of rectangular or squarish shape, and then you can add her thumb. And on this hand, her fingers are clenched, so you just need to draw the shape of her knuckles. This one should be easier since you don't have to draw her open hand. And that's it, her left hand is drawn. That wasn't, I don't think it was that difficult. And now we are going to draw the details of her outfit. So in this transformation, her outfit is looks a lot like the scales of a dragon. So you'll be drawing a lot of like triangular shapes on her outfit. First, I'm drawing the sweetheart shape of her bodice, and then I'll be adding more details to show those scale-like shapes on her outfit. So you just need to draw like triangles next to each other. And just keep on drawing these triangles. They can be of slightly different size and height. Just make it look natural, some kind of natural, like they are all tightly packed together, but of different shapes, and somehow when you draw them, it's like you're giving more shape and volume to the drawing. See? So this part of her body is slightly bent towards she's slightly bent towards her left. So you have to draw these triangular shapes slightly slanted towards the left as well, so that these triangles are going like in the direction that her body is bent towards. And then she has like these little triangular shapes on her sleeves caps as well. Just first add like a row of three of these triangular shapes, then add the second row of 2 or 3 more of these triangular shapes, then move on to the next side and do the same thing. Voila, you're done now. So let's move on to the lower part of her costume. Okay, now I'm drawing a line across her waist, and I have to continue drawing those hexagonal shapes or triangular shapes on her bodysuit, and you can make larger triangles, larger hexagons on her bodysuit, because this part of her outfit is wider and more stretched out compared to her sweetheart bodice part. You can continue adding those shapes randomly on her bodysuit. They don't have to be exactly the same shape, can be in different sizes and different width and height. And now we are drawing the hem of her skirt. So her skirt is also made up of like those dragon scale shapes, and the hem of the skirt will be made up of these like pointy inverted triangular shapes. So try to make these triangles wider for the triangles which are on her falling on her, which one is it, on her left thigh. On her left thigh you have to draw the triangles wider, because her left thigh is more forward compared to her right thigh, which is at the back. So the triangles falling on her right thigh should be smaller. And once you have done this, then you can keep on adding those like scale shapes or petal shapes on her skirt. Start from the top, and the upper ones are narrower. So I'm drawing like a larger triangular shape, and I'm just going to fill in with smaller triangles, just to make it easier to know where these triangles should be landing. Then I've drawn more of these inverted triangles because her skirt is made up of several layers of these inverted triangles. You have to make the triangles slightly curved and not too straight, because they have to like follow the curve of her body as well. And then on her legging, there are also more of these scaly shapes. So just keep on adding them, and you can add them in the form of a wing. Actually, on her leg, these shapes look more like petal shapes, instead of triangles or feather shapes. So you can make them slightly longer as you move upwards. I think this is one of Bloom's most intricate outfit. It consists of so many details, and I think it looks really cool on her. That's why I preferred. This is my favorite transformation of Bloom, and I'm really happy about the end result. So keep it up if you are reached so far. We're almost at the end. So now that you have finished drawing those petal shapes on her upper leg, on her lower leg there's more of these scale shapes, so they are less apparent, though they are only like pointy triangles without the bottom line. So just draw a few of these. Now we are done with drawing the scale shapes on her outfit. I am now drawing her bangles. So you just have to add in like vertical lines on the cylinder that you previously drew on her wrist. So on each wrist there are 5 bangles, so you just have to keep adding lines on this cylindrical shape so that it makes up 5 bangles. I think on her right wrist I missed drawing the 5th ones in the cylinder, so I had to add it just below. Then she's also wearing a shawl, so I'm drawing the shawl which wraps around her upper arms. So it's a set of curved lines from her armpit to her elbow. So just keep on making those curved lines and make the curves look natural as they flow down. And it's made up of several layers, so you just have to add the curved lines next to each other. They don't have to be exactly the same, exactly aligned. Then you can add some perpendicular lines to those curved lines, and this will represent the folds in her shawl. you do the same thing on the other side, on the right, on the left side. Again, the shawl wraps around her upper arm. When I was coloring Bloom, I was really wondering on how I would make it look like, make her shawl stand out, because there are several layers. There's her hair also just flowing just behind the shawl, and I was thinking how I could make the shawl stand out from her like red vivid hair. So fortunately I was able to use a blue marker to draw the outline of a shawl, and then use a light blue pastel color chalk to color her shawl, and it still was able to stand out above her hair, and it didn't also hide her hair completely. So I think it looked good. So now I'm drawing her hair, and just need to draw curved lines again and make them like flow naturally, like hair would, not really like natural hair would, but the hair is made of several curved lines. So just draw a couple of curved lines. I know some of you have sent me drawing requests, but I'm not sure I can make them. I'll try to. It depends on whether I find the time to do this. But once I have some spare time, I try to work on more drawing videos. But usually I like to draw something that I think is cool. So it also depends on what I want to draw. So I hope you can still watch my videos, although I'm not always drawing what you are requesting. And for me, drawing is more like a calming, soothing therapy, because I get to cut myself off from my everyday thoughts, because I'm quite an overthinker and worrier. So I worry a lot. So when I'm drawing, I get to forget about these things and just be in the moment and just focus on drawing, and I don't have to think about anything but drawing. So about the drawing, about how to draw this and what I have to draw, what next line or shape I have to draw. So I get to somehow calm my mind and relieve any stress I have. So I hope that drawing can also be a positive thing for you, and I'm more than happy that these drawing videos can help you relax and have a calm and pleasant time together. So now I'm drawing her wings. It's also made up of several curved lines, and you have to outline her wings. So I think you need a very stable hand when you're drawing this, and it's made up of a lot of details too. So I think what's more complicated about this drawing is first Bloom's outfit, and the second most complicated thing is her wings. But for her wings you can go a bit more freestyle, so it doesn't have to be exactly the same shape as her actual wings from the reference photo. You can go and draw it in a shape or curve that you think looks natural to you, I mean, as long as it all looks good when you fit everything together, that should do it. And just have fun drawing and have a good time with yourself, because I think drawing is a time where you can spend with yourself and you get time to calm your body and mind, I guess, although you're also focused on something, but it's I think it's not a focus on negative things, so I think it's good for your mind and your soul, maybe. Anyway, for me, I think drawing is a something positive for myself that I like doing, and I hope that you can also find something positive from my videos. So that's why I'm very thankful that you're watching them, and I hope they can bring something positive to your life. So just keep on drawing the curves, heart shapes, petal-like shapes on her wings, and each shape needs to have like a thin outline, so it's a double line. I guess this drawing consists of a lot of line art, and I hope you enjoy it, that you enjoy drawing with me and you're having fun. I mean, you're having a good time. And at the end of each wing, there's like a small star, so you can draw the stars with a few pencil strokes. After you have finished drawing her left wing, we can move on to draw her right wing. So I try to draw it approximately on the same size as her left wing, but it should be slightly wider because her body is slightly turned more towards her left, so her left wing should be slightly more forward, so it's slightly wider. And same as on the left wing, you have to draw like three smaller wings on the right. The first one at the top is wider, the second one just below is slightly less wider, and the third one is even shorter than the second one. And then once you have finished drawing these three levels of wings, you have to add the details on top of these three wings. I've been drawing quite a lot of these fan arts, so I have a a file full of these drawings. I was wondering what I should do with them. In the past I thought I would just keep them for myself, but nowadays I'm thinking maybe I should give them away. So I've been thinking of doing this, and but I was wondering maybe I can give them away like as a prize if I reach, like for example 10,000 views on this video, then I can give away this drawing to you guys. And maybe I'll do a lucky draw. I'm not sure how to do this because I've never done this before, but I was thinking maybe instead of keeping these drawings I should give them to you, to people, to you guys who want to treasure them. I'm still thinking about it, so it's not confirmed yet, but I'll definitely let you know once I've made up my mind on this. And still thanks a lot for watching my videos, and I hope you can also draw these characters based on my drawing videos, and don't hesitate to share your drawing on my Instagram or on my Facebook. Thank you. We are almost done with this drawing of her right wing. I think there's still a lower part to be drawn. Yeah, so we are going to draw the lower part of her right wing, which are just behind her shawl. I think the creator of this character, the Winx characters in general, are really awesome and so artistic. So all the credits goes to them. And yeah, I think I'm done now. The drawing is completed, and if you want the drawing to be more permanent on the paper, you can do a pen outline with a drawing pen. That's what I'm doing right now, and I'm just going to forward rapidly on this so that you can see the end result. So here you have it, the completed drawing of Bloom in her Bloomix transformation. I really hope that you enjoy the video and will be watching my other videos as well. And thank you for your support, and I love you guys. Bye.